the center of innovation hub like IIT Gandhinagar. So it's very close to me. It will take you 2 minutes or less of your time every day. It's gamified, means you get the rewards point, you get the leaderboard, you get the competition. So it's engaging, it's a short, and it's every day. That's what the most important thing is. The FILI is very, very different from the every available product on the market. We have across 9 countries, and our second largest users are from USA. So what problem we have in Indian culture is that finance is a taboo topic. You cannot talk it.
If you could change one aspect of the engineering education system, what would it be?
So we shouldn't pay too much attention on a degree. We should pay much more attention on a problem solving skill.
Aloha Tech Adventurers. I am Zainab and with me is Janvi, and we welcome you to yet another special episode of the TEDxIITGandhinagar podcast. Today we have the pleasure of hosting a true luminary in the fintech universe. A person who has a mission to empower people with financial knowledge and revolutionize the way we learn about money. Akash Parekh, the mind behind every Argyle Enigma tech labs and a trailblazer transforming financial education. From Wall Street to the world of startups, Akash's journey is all about empowering financial freedom and taking financial education to the next level. So, without further ado, let's dive in. So, tracing your path from an engineering prodigy to a stalwart on Wall Street, notably with eminent firms like Morgan Stanley, and now as a pioneering force in fintech, it's truly inspiring. Could you share how your early days and experiences contributed to molding the visionary you are today?
Okay. So first of all, thank you for having me. Glad to be here. So I am basically from the engineering background, and then I have pursued master's degree in computer science, and everything is contributed, to that high-paying jobs that I got in USA, and learning was very, very important since the beginning. I was a self-learner. That is the only one skill has helped me to get better and better positions, in my throughout career. So what happened is that in the beginning, I was working under the director, and he was a functional guy. Means he doesn't understand technicality at all. So I was the only one responsible. Okay, I was the only one responsible for to figure out everything by myself. So that helped me and boost my self confidence to learn everything by myself, figured out everything by myself. I became a problem solver, and that helped me a lot to grow in my career.
Nice. Also, sir, coming up on to the next question, like building on to that, you have also been a guest speaker and jury panelist at prestigious platforms like IIT Delhi's Hackathon, as well as featured on CNBC 18. So, what singular piece of advice would you like to offer our audience?
So one piece of advice is the only one thing in constant is a change. You have to keep learning every day. It's a journey. It's not a like I passed the 10th exam with a 12 90% it's done. No, I passed the 12th with the 90%. No, the whole life is a journey. There will be goals one by another. So one thing that I would advise is that always keep open and be ready to learn every day. Every day, even 1% or 0.01%, if you are improving, that is much more enough to be a successful.
That's a really great advice, sir. Also, we have heard about your special bond with IIT Gandhinagar. Could you share why it's close to your heart?
So yeah, I was born and brought up here. Like I spent 21 years in Gandhinagar. So when I was born here, it was all green forest. So Gandhinagar is the greenest city in Asia. So I have looked at Gandhinagar from being from the greenest city of Asia to the multi-stories building like Gift City, and also the center of innovation hub like IIT Gandhinagar. So it's very close to me. It's my hometown, and I see a lot of development and progress here. That's a
That sounds really fascinating to us too. Like people from this hometown are growing such far, and it just motivates us for sure. So, turning to gamification, a strategy which reshapes education across the board. Could you explain the concept of gamification and how does it applies to learning environments beyond traditional gaming?
Yes. So gamification is not about the gaming, but it's about taking a component from the gamification, from the game into non-gamification apps. So I will give you example. So it's not like traditional games, but in a traditional games you have points, you have rewards, you have leaderboard, you have a competition. So you took out that elements and put into something in a like learning app, put into something that is a non-gaming element. So that's what the gamification is. And it helps because see, you can learn in a three different way in today's world. One is you can go online, you can have the courses, you can. The problem with that is that that open online courses, the completion rate is too low. It's between 5 to 15%. Means out of 100, only 15 students or 15 people are able to finish it, or they are finishing it. That's what happening with online courses. So that's why it's not helping you to learn every day, right? Because the second is our human mind is programmed such a way that we forget 75% of information within 24 hours if we don't repeat it. That means you have to repeat within the 24 hours, then you have to repeat on third day, fifth day. If this was the not program, we would have, like, you would have remember what is that number plate or what was that guy was wearing, black, blue. You will remember everything, but that's not supposed to be, right? That's why you have to, that's why traditional, education in a finance doesn't work, because you learn something and you forget. That's why courses doesn't work, online courses work. That's where this micro-sized gamification platform comes into picture, because micro-size means it will take you 2 minutes or less of your time every day. It's gamified, means you get the rewards point, you get the leaderboard, you get the competition. So it's engaging, it's a short, and it's every day. That's what the most important thing is. It's helping you to create habit. And financial learning is all about habit. As I said, it's not like just a 10th standard or 12th standard or engineering result. It's a lifelong journey. Until you and me will die, we have to deal with these finances every day. And that's why the micro-sized and gamification solution, which just takes 2 minutes a day, it's a best solution. Otherwise, everybody, whenever you talk in India, the financial literacy rate is around 25%. Means out of 4 people, only one understands it. And in the outside of India, in the worldwide, that literacy rate is around 33%. Means out of one of three, only one understands it. But what happens is, because you don't understand the financials, money management, you don't take decisions on a time. And that's why you either delay and you lose money compoundingly. People don't understand inflation, compounding, but those all are accumulating over the time. And that's why you are not feeling confident to take any financial informed decision, or which financial product I supposed to, what time, and so that's why financial literacy or financial education, a little bit every day, but very important.
That's really nice. Good thought of revision practice. That.
And given FILI's success in various countries and its reach across 9 countries, so going on ahead on that, what sets FILI apart from other financial education tools, or how does it incorporate gamification to make learning more accessible and engaging?
Yes. So our end goal in a FILI is to create a successful habit, because let's say you are good, but let's say you are just learning once in a week, then it's not that much effective versus you learn every day for rest of your life. That's why the FILI is very, very different from the every available product on the market. FILI is engaging, FILI takes a very short time, and FILI is rewards you for every positive behavior. let's say you log in every day, you get some rewards. That's encourage you. To every day come on the app.
Instantaneous rewards we receive,
Exactly.
they're like, oh, we get motivated. Oh,
Exactly.
we are getting there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's validates your effort every day. It appreciates your effort every day. Every day you spend a time. Every day you take a quiz. Every day you read a chapter. It gives you points. So that's appreciation. We are a human. We actually look for the appreciation.
Yeah.
Nobody can keep going if there is let's say you give exam and nobody gives you marks. Then what? You will feel like, why I'm even preparing for
That's
it.
human trait.
The same, exactly. The same thing, this points gives you that hook, that interest, that validation, that keep coming. The other thing that keeps apart in a FILI from rest of the world application is the community. We have a community, so what problem we have in Indian culture is that finance is a taboo topic. You cannot talk it. Let's say, because it's always a Sharma ji ka beta comparison, or this much salary package, this much expense. How can you? So it comes through to our parents. It comes through our siblings. It comes through our friends. It even comes through your colleagues at a workplace. So that's why we don't speak openly, about our financial problems or financial requirement, or that's why we don't get a proper advice or proper, because we don't speak it out loud. So in a FILI, there is a financial community, where community, you are by default, your identity is hidden, means anonymous. So you can ask as many as questions. So just believe, like everybody has a, like you always will go and ask your senior, or you always have that one question, I wish somebody might have just told me that. This is what you can do in a community. You can just openly ask, because nobody will know who you are. And you will get all answer for your questions, doubts. So it will not stop you to take any decision. So that's what makes FILI very, very apart from the rest of the product, that it's actually adds a value. It actually helps you to learn every day. It actually helps you to convert your learning into actions that can change your life forever. That's why the FILI is our engagement rate is around 90%.
Nice.
And it's a micro size, means you can come on the platform 2 minutes a day you can spend. Still, our engagement average user is spending around 25 minutes. And they are coming like more than two and a half sessions, means more than 2 times, they are coming back on that. More than 1 times they are coming back on the app every day. So that shows that engagement, that shows that how it's making difference, in individual's life.
So it does tells like FILI incorporates depreciation, human trait material thing, and then the engagement by gamification. And the anonymous identity is obviously the one itself a fascinating fact. So it's very clear that it does make a difference. So it
justifies why it has such a global reach.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have across 9 countries, and our second largest users are from USA. So we have let's say in the world, you can categorize country in 3 different level: developed country, developing country like us. Developed means USA, developing country like us, and third world country like some Zambia. We also have users from third world country. So imagine what kind of effect we are creating at a global level, where users are coming from developing country to the third world country to learn, about their own personal. So the problem is that entry barrier in a financial literacy is very hard. Like there are complex jargons, there are complex language, being used. You don't understand that. So that's why FILI makes it very easy. Like within the 2 minutes, you can those complex topics can be divided in a very simple, easy to understand language. And also it gives you more than one platform to learn. So we have videos, we have audios, we have readings, so it's whichever platform you like. You can use as a podcast, you can just listen it, you can watch the videos in detail. So that's how the learning should be. So once you read it, you should have more than one way to validate it. Means let's say you have something, you read it, and if you do, let's say, a video, or if you do something drawings, then you get a better understanding of it. That's what the FILI emphasis That's why it's a very different, because we have done a very deep human psychological level study how we learn, because that's the problem is that in Indian community, we don't teach financials, we don't teach accounting, we don't teach anything basics. Like if you ask how inflation work, out of 10, maybe 1% will understand, or will able to tell you that, okay, in next 10 years, the 100 rupees will be 50 rupees, the value will be half. So, and then they will understand that, okay, I have to increase my salary also by double, so that I have this much retirement cost. So that enables you to take a better decision for your life. That's why you're not dependent on your father's advice, your mother's advice, your spouse, your even colleagues' advice. Which this is what happening, right? Most of the time we ask whatever advice or whatever colleagues or whatever friends are doing, we follow.
Yeah.
Even if it's we don't have ability to actually validate that it fits to my requirement, it fits to my dream, or what about my dream? Those are their dreams, those are their requirements, right? But
Fine.
that's where the FILI is making a big difference.
That's really true, because in today's fast-paced world, the knowledge of financial, how do we manage our finances and all, it's very important.
It's very important.
And visual learning is the best learning.
Correct.
Actually.
Like, the things which we read, we are not able to recall that, but the things which we see and which we learn through seeing, we keep it more.
Correct. One more point
I
I want to add. There is a constant validation in an app. Means, let's say you learn about something investing. Now, in a community, there is a constantly topic discussion coming on investing. So it's you are getting validated. Like other people are sharing their experience, or other people are advising it. So it's a constant learning. That's why it's not, as I said, it's a lifelong journey. It should not stop just reading one module or one chapter. You should stop there. So it's a constant learning. And the other problem right now is that we all spend a lot of time on social media. And there are also, fin influencers who are giving this much advice. But I will tell you, I asked this question to everyone, that let's say you watch last 10 reels. Out of 10 reels, how many times you went and executed that financial advice in your life? I have not found one single person. Actually, they are not able to recall last 10 reels. So it's entertainment platform. You understand? You just keep scrolling, but you never convert that advice or you never take action. So it's useless. It's not going to add any value because it's not continuous, right? They might come with the different topics every day, right? So you just scroll it, you like it, paste it, but there is no actual value adding it at the end of that reel watching. So it's a waste of time. You don't remember anything. You just try to remember last 3 or 4 reels. Do you remember? I don't remember.
We don't. No one does.
No, right?
So, adding upon to all the analogies that you have already incorporated into FILI, are there any other programs or things that you are excited about to incorporate in the future app? Like you want to add upon something. You've already had a lot in it. So, are there something you're planning upon to make it more engaging or more outreachable to people?
Yes. So, we have a big dreams. We want to world level platform. To learn finance. Means imagine we are available in every language, every country, every culture, because this is a very hard problem, like it's not just putting the content in a plain English or plain local language. You have to put in a local culture, like money masala, like when I put this word, masala matters on your money, then it will catch your attention. Right, so that is one of the.
You want to deviate it according to the culture that people get attracted towards.
Yes, and that's what our vision is, that we wanted to make a FILI a world-class solution for a financial education, literacy, for using a gamification and micro-learning. Not like a traditional courses where you don't have a actual value converting. That's the another thing that we are working right now. Is we are the one problem that every individual is facing right now is that they don't know when to take a decision, or there is no advice available, so we are working on a AI based budgeting solution we call a budgetalizer.
Okay.
That helps you to kind of say that, are you overspending? Where are you overspending? What is the limit you should have? Or if you are going to take a, let's say, new car, what should be your, EMI looks like? Is it under the limit or over the limit, or is it sustainable lifestyle or not? How much investing you can do? Let's say 20% you can do, 30% you can do. So it helps you some kind of advising on your where your every rupee should go. Every rupee should have a purpose. If your rupee is just sitting in a bank and it doesn't have purpose, means it could be investing rupee, it could be insurance rupee, it could be emergency fund rupee, but it should have label. And if you do that, then you are very much likely to get your financial goal very early.
True.
There is a big financial sayings going on, FIRE. I think it will interest you guys. Financial independent, retire early. So in the rest of the world, especially in US, people are working so hard right now. They wanted to retire at the age of 40, 45.
Oh, wow.
Their plan, that's called FIRE, retirement early. They don't want to work until 60, 65. So they have to plan it from the day one. And that's what the budgetalizer can help you to get it. Imagine how much your retirement corps you need. If app tells you upfront, then you will start managing, you will start, putting your money in a retirement plan, right? It will plan your entire journey.
Yeah.
So that's what the budgetalizer, that's where we are at IIT Gandhinagar, we are developing actually.
Oh,
that thing is really true, because taking the right step at the right time is really
very important. Actually, time is money. People, once you miss or once you delay, I have done a lot of interviews, and most of the people, when they are in a peak of their expenses, let's say 35 to 40, their time they realize that they have to start doing retirement planning, but that time they already have kids, their expenses coming out, they already have parents who are aged, they also have their own houses, car EMIs, so they are already on the peak of that. So same thing, if you start like 10 years before, let's say 25, then you might just have to add 500 rupees per month, and the same amount at 35 could be 5,000, to get the same amount at the retirement, because time is compounding here.
Yeah.
It's a compounding that is making a change. That's what people don't understand, right? That's why, it's like air. You cannot see it, but without, you cannot live.
Yeah.
Same thing with the compounding. Means if you start early, it will really, really very easy to get your first crore, at the age of 40. It's really easy.
Going on that note, so you yourself leaving a high-flying career for the uncertain world of startups, like it's a bold move. So how did you navigate this transition, and what was the catalyst for such a shift?
Yes. So I had a dream from the beginning. I always wanted to work on an innovative and problem-solving side. Now, what happened? I had a master's degree. I got a very good job at world-class wealth management firms like Morgan Stanley and other firms. Now, they are the wealth management banks. They have a task, they have deadline, but there was no room for innovation. What was happening is that, let's say in the market, there is a new technology or there is a new way to solve a problem. I would be so much interested that I will spend days to learn that. I will learn that, I will make a prototype and I will present it to my manager. But manager will just put it in the trash, saying that we don't have we have don't have a timeline, means we have deadline, we cannot give additional importance to this one. So there was a little room or no room for creative, innovative solutions, coming in and replacing the old. That is actually in a banks, it's a very, because they have heavy compliance, they hesitate to move fast. That it's not like a product-based company like a Google, or if I would you. There is a saying, the best idea is supposed to be, if there is a Google or Amazon, they would have support me, because they understand that this is the need of the time. But in a bank, there is a lot of compliance, lot of regulations, so if you change anything, you have to go through everything again, right? So that's why starting a startup, it was not so hard, yes, but uh, paying like I was get paid a very healthy salary. I never ever had a little bit of regret, that going next month onwards for a year, I will not get salary, but because I enjoy.
That's the self-motivation.
Yes.
But it was just you were motivated. So what was your friends, families, relatives, parents' reactions? They might be like astonished, like, what is he doing? So, and did it ever bother you?
Very good question, because first I have never cared about the society. I have
that is
never
the
ever
success
cared about society.
trait, right?
Second, my parents were always happy and supportive.
Oh.
They have never taken a decision behalf of me. They have always given me freedom to take my own decision. They have philosophy that I should learn fast, fail fast, and learn
Get up
again.
fast, yeah.
Yes, right. That's that, because let's say I went to the US. They are not coming with me in the US, right? Let's say tomorrow I will go into the Mars, somewhere else. They are not coming with, right?
Yeah.
So they wanted me to learn by myself. So, and friends and family, what happened is that since I started a startup, actually my friend circle got very narrow, because I'm just in a touch with a couple of 2 or 3 friends which I really had a connection. Because I'm more focused on my dreams, more focused on my startup, and actually it was not adding any value in my life. So yeah, I lost a lot of friends. Actually, you can say I cut down a lot of relationships. So, but I am very happy what I'm working right now. Every day waking up, working on a problem that could change millions and billions people's life. That is the best satisfaction you can get.
Yeah, you were clear from the very first. The day you decided you were going to have a startup, you're clear. You had the vision that I have to focus on this.
I guess that's what differentiates a successful person.
Actually, people get distractions. We lose. We get
lot of
emotional,
distraction right now. Actually, internet is cheap, mobile phones are cheap, means you can spend entire day on internet.
Yeah.
So there is a distraction on every step. So to achieve your goal, actually you have to very, very focus on your plan or on your goal, so every other distraction you have to avoid. Otherwise there is always a better opportunity, always a better things out there, but you have to believe in yourself, keep improving, and just keep executing.
That's really nice. So you have told a lot about the FILI and the gamification, and we came upon the startup. So you must have faced a lot of ups and downs during that journey. As you have told, you lost a lot of people. So there is the downs, right? So you must have had an aha moment in your journey where you were like, oh yeah, this is the point I got it.
Yes.
So would you like to elaborate on that? And
yes. So what happened is that I was earning, okay? And then nobody teaches the money management, right? Where should I invest? How, I should decide what age, what time, right? So I ask people, I ask my family, I ask my brother, father, my friends, colleagues. Everybody gave a contradicted advices. So I got confused. I was like I think they are giving according to their experience, experience, right? Their own level of education, whatever they have, and that did not fit well to me. So that's moment I got realized that I have to take control of my own. So that's why I decided to give a world's toughest financial chartered exam, which called CFA. So I gave that exam, and I did not pass it, but I get to know everything about the personal finance management. Now I got that exam is first of all hard, and only I think 0.5% people are going for it. So not everybody can go for it. The fact that was so my problem was that how normal individual can learn about it, without going into such a hard exam and accessible on the phone. That's where the FILI born, right? Where I wanted to break down this very highly complex and very hyped, very tough exam into smaller, very bite-sized lesson, but every day. you can there was a famous, right, there was a rabbit and there was a race, and rabbit lost a race because even if the rabbit was the fastest, so it's about the consistency. It's because it's a lifetime, a lifetime. So that's where I believe that I will Argyle Enigma Tech Labs, which creates personal finance management solution. We wanted to make a world's best engaging financial platform using a gamification and micro-sized content. Means you just needed 2 minutes a day. That's it. But imagine 2 minutes a day for a year. 2 minutes a day. Now, after a year, you will be so much confident, so much that you will see the CNBC 18 and will tell, okay, this guy is telling not correct, or this loan guy, it doesn't work like that way. Or maybe your FAQ friend who is telling that I'm making 500, times, you will tell that is not possible. That's where, because you have now awareness, you have actually basic concepts very clear. Now it's like, if you know the digits 1 to 10, now you can do the sums, multiplications. Now you can do everything, right? That's what the FILI is trying to help you with, make your basic foundation so strong that on top, you just keep growing, and then nobody can stop you. Yeah. You are not dependent on anyone. You are just your own guru. That's what the FILI is trying to be.
It's really true. So the competitive examinations that we give, they provide us a lot of knowledge on how do we need to proceed further. So just with JEE Advanced examination. So you yourself being a computer science engineer, if you could change one aspect of the engineering education system, what would it be?
So we shouldn't pay too much attention on a degree. We should pay much more attention on a problem solving skill. So what is happening is that let's say you're learning a language or anything, that is just a medium, Actually, you need to solve a problem. Like Steve Jobs, do you think he was a technical? He has a zero technical knowledge. The Apple, the most, you can say, product-based, very technical savvy company. And the founder has a zero technical knowledge. But he knew that this customer doesn't want that QWERTY keypad, or this customer very skill set, right? He has done art. He has learned calligraphy. Calligraphy means how, how to write in a very fancy manner. And that's why he used to believe that Microsoft has a very boring interfaces, very limited choices, and I should come up with. So he was very much focused customer and problem solving. So we should not pay too much attention to actual, let's say a degree, or I have a 3.9 GPA in a master's degree computer science, right? And let me tell you, when I was here, I was just a normal student, 80%, right? There, I got a first number, but that, and I have done actually 1/3 less effort there. It's just,
that's just the skill.
Yeah, right. So, but what was the thing is that here I was more practical. I was, since the beginning, I was a very much, so I come from the family of engineers, like my father, my brother, and I have seen my father doing everything in a house. Means he's tried to fix everything in a house by himself. Even if it fails, he never give up. So I have looked at that since my childhood, and I have learned that I should not care about the society, even if I fails. That was a one point where people in my society used to give me clock to fix it, because I somehow fixed one clock, and that it broke again after some time. But they believe that I can do that. But what happened is that learning, that is what the most important thing is, and problem solving. You don't need a degree actually. And here at we have some interns who are doing fantastic job, like full-timers. Like if you talk to them, you feel like they have 2-3 years of experience. Why? Because they have that freedom, they have that learning hunger in it. If they will be outside doing an argument with any other developer or any other person superior 2-3 years, they will still win, because they have that hunger. So that matters. That has an actual value. So that's one thing I would say, problem solving. And I think university have a startup program, something like in the last year, where students should go and try to solve the real world problem. And there should be no courses actually. Just last semester, you are open to form a company, like real company, not like just
Just for
on
the
paper.
course,
No,
yeah.
real company, real problem. There should be like the government should come up with the the students backed company or something like that, right? A real problem, and go for it, because then you will get to know what matters outside in the market. Right? What does it, like you are very good in a one language, does that matter? Or you are good in solving a problem, does that matter? That's you get to know, you get a leadership skills, you get all kind of soft skills. Soft skills means presentation, communication, time management.
Yeah.
These things
Everything that
combined,
shape life.
exactly, this combined makes a leader. And I want everyone to become a leader, right? We don't, because if we want to grow at much higher pace, we have to create a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
And a lot of jobs only can be happen if lot of businesses can be open. So you and everyone here should, tomorrow's leader. Creating companies, creating a lot of jobs, because we are the populous country in the world, right? And we have we have to create a lot of jobs. So that's on our shoulder.
Yeah, true, very true.
Beautifully summarizes the entire enlightening conversation that we had with you.
Yeah.
So as we conclude today's inspiring session, we urge each and every one of you to explore FILI, whose link is attached in the description box, and to join the movement towards financial empowerment. Remember, knowledge is not just power, it's financial freedom.
And with that, we wrap up another enlightening session of TEDx Conversations. Keep igniting change and pushing boundaries, one idea at a time. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired. Also, do check out the link below. Thank you.
Thank you.